Hello. Good morning, starshine. How you doing, Kathy? Hi, Kathy. Is this Kathy in Louisiana? Or a different Kathy? My Kathy? Yeah, that's what I figured. Poor thing. Hi, Denise. Well, how the heck did you know I was going to be on, Kathy? How you doing? Kathy is a child. We've been friends since, what was I, 13? And you were 14, Kathy? Well, it's good to see you. Or, well, your text. I was just getting a video uploaded to go out tomorrow for that fake bake, the lemon pie and tarts. Oh, you're in Louisiana? But I think that's where Kathy, the one that I just said. Oh no, maybe she's not. Maybe she's not. Anyway, well, hi, Kathy from Louisiana. Well, I couldn't hardly watch the trial today, but I ended up tonight watching a little more of it because it's like it takes everything in me to watch her. But I think that Johnny Depp, his lawyer, gave her a run for her money. She showed that she was lying many times. Hi, Jackie Burns. How are you? How are you feeling? And I tried to call corporate today, got a hold of one girl, and she said, for you that know what happened yesterday when my kids took me for Mother's Day, late Mother's Day. And she said, did you talk already to the general manager? I said, I don't know. I talked to a manager. I said, I don't know that much about the restaurant business. I don't know if they have a manager, general manager, whatever. I said, but I did talk to Jeff. And she said, oh, okay. She said, well, there's another one. I go, I just want to talk to the person that's going to give me the most satisfaction. That's who I want to talk to. So she said, okay. She said, they should be calling you within 24 to 48 hours. Can you believe that? So if they don't get a hold of me by tomorrow, I'm going to call back. Hi, Aurora. Oh, you're early tonight. You feel great? Oh, that's good. But did you see that part when when the lawyer said about the 7 million, and she said, yes, I did donate it. And she said, you did donate it. And so she caught her on that because really all she did is pledged it. And she got her on that one. And then a lot on the domestic violence, the broken nose and all that. She's pretty good. Oh, yeah, I'm sure he does. Yeah. Pledging is a lot different than paying it. You can pledge all day, but until you actually pay it, you have not donated. You know what I mean? But yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, she was. She was very good. Yeah. How much longer is it supposed to go on? What has to be done after she's been on the witness stand? Then what do they have to do? Yeah, no tax break. A total of 6 weeks? How long? It seems like they've been on forever. How many weeks have they been on so far? I know this past week they were off, but oh my gosh. Oh, okay. On Facebook, they have this guy, and you're supposed to get toned and lose weight and all this crap. Well, I fell for it almost. And so I started to put in for it, because it said it was 40 or 30. Was it $37 or $47? Anyway, whatever. And so I started to, and then when you get in there, then they start talking to you more and saying, if you really want to rev up your metabolism and, I don't know, get vitamins into your system and all that, buy this. And that's another, I think that was another 30, $40. Then you go to another part and it says the ultimate of, now keep in mind, he's saying that all you have to do is click on to what he's saying initially, and you're going to, get this workout, and it's for metabolism. Okay. So like an idiot, I do this. And then when you get to the vitamins, it's $77 for one bottle. And I thought, but I couldn't get out of that particular page. It would not let you out. Okay. And I stayed on it trying to think, okay, how am I going to get out of this? And then, you know how the arrow is on the computer where you go back? It says, you've gone back, you'll be charged double. I thought, okay, this is not happening. So I called the number and I looked on my my PayPal, and thank God I always pay on PayPal. So I looked at my PayPal, sure as heck, $130. I thought, oh, this is not happening. So I called the place and I told them, not PayPal, I called the actual, the metabolic weight loss, all that crap. So I said, gave him my name and all that. And so he goes, oh, yes. He goes, I see that. I said, I want everything off of it right now. I want a refund immediately. I said, this is, sorry, to me, you're a scam. I said, when you can't get out of a page and the only way you can get out is go backwards, and when you go backwards, you're paid double. I go, I don't think so. So he did end up refunding me. And then I went to PayPal to make sure they knew. And then I looked and it showed a negative where they had taken it off. And I usually don't do those, but I thought, well, if it's, metabolic, and all this crap, like an idiot. And what a sham. Oh my gosh, I was so mad. Oh, I was mad. Oh, that kind of stuff just irritates the crap out of me. Oh, it's week 4, so we only have 2 more. Hi, Aunt She. So we only have 2 more weeks of it then? Then it goes to the jury. Oh, please, the broken nose. Come on. And then when they showed the pictures, I've seen people with broken noses, okay? Makeup doesn't cover, especially like they said with the rings on him that he wears all the time. You could do all the makeup you want, but you're going to see where that nose is bigger. And then she goes, ice. She's really making herself look bad by what she's doing. Yeah, no. Hi, Lisa, as I told you I'd go on. Um, but and that's the thing. In every picture she was with him, she looked perfectly fine. That just irritated me when I saw that, you know. She hasn't done herself any favors, that's for sure. And she never had anything documented and never went to the doctor. Isn't that weird? So I don't know. I wonder if Nicole's out fishing. It is weird, Aurora. I mean, when they weren't getting along, you know darn well if he had done those things that she's, allegedly saying he did, she would have went to have document on it. She didn't do nothing. I'd love to know what he's drawing. Oh my gosh, are you kidding? With those rings, if he had hit her like she said, you better believe those rings would have done damage. And then she said her tooth went through her lip, and then it shows her on that show. What was it, the next night? And how she opened her mouth real wide. And then the lawyer goes, and you had a split lip when you opened your mouth like that. She said, yes, I did. I thought, oh my gosh. I mean, that was pretty pathetic. I wonder what her lawyer's thinking. I wonder where Lisa H is too. And I wonder where Auntie Cuckoo is. Oh, Val, are you here? The moon's really big again and full. Glad I'm not at work. What'd you guys do today? Hey, does anybody know how long solar lights are supposed to last? I got some really nice ones there. I mean, they're pretty. And at night, one night when I'm out there, I'll show you. But well, I showed you a couple of them last night, didn't I? How they kind of show against the brick, real pretty. But anyway, I bought a few more and I put them up today. They really look nice, where you don't have to have them electrically plugged in. But I just don't know how long solar lights last. I mean, is it a year? Is it longer? I knew you were there. Has the clearance stuff, hey, is the clearance stuff flying off the shelves? Yeah, we have a lot of clearance stuff. There's a lot of pictures. And the spring stuff, when that stuff goes on clearance, there's a lot. Right now it's 50% off. And the fall stuff is in the back. We'll be putting fall up probably mid to end June, I would think. So when the fall goes up, that's when the spring will no doubt then start going to 60% off, and then clearance. So be looking for that because they have a lot of stuff right now. I told you, I knew that you were probably there. How you doing? Really? 4 years, Aunt She? Gosh, I hope these do. I mean, do solar lights have to have certain batteries? Is that what keeps them going? Or I don't know. I don't know how solar lights work, really. I mean, I know it's by the sun, but is there batteries inside there somewhere? Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, in answer to your question there, Val, the store has not been as busy as it was last year at this time. And you're right, very possibly because of how expensive the food is. But I'm telling you now, you know the Walmart that we used to go to, the one right behind Hobby Lobby? I'm telling you, the shelves are so bare. Oh, she's graduating. I can't believe it. And I love the picture of your youngest. He's so cute. Hey, is your oldest one there yet? No batteries. Okay. Yeah, yours has rechargeable batteries, ain't she? Really? Hi, LMN. How are you? Now, when you have a flare up right now, what is the flare up like right now? Because I know you have different symptoms at different times. Val? I can't believe they closed that Irvine wall. They closed the Irvine Walmart? I'm okay, LMN. Oh, okay. He's going to move at Christmas time. Well, you know that's right around the corner. I'm telling you, it's just weird. Everything's just weird. How much is the gas in all your different states? Mine goes up to 6.19 right now a gallon. Anything covered in flesh hurts, or anything that bends. Some visual issues, can't stay awake. Oh, you get real tired. And I remember you telling me you have visual issues with it sometimes. Oh my gosh, I'll be praying that it leaves quick. Yours is 449, Elman. Hi, Lori. Yours is up to 399. Oh, I didn't know that. Well, see, I never go to that one, so I wouldn't have known. But that is weird to close a Walmart. Were your flare-ups all the time, Val? I thought that you would have times where, you felt good, but you always have them? Well, when you feel like you need to sleep like that, I mean, you just have to. Gas is 450, Denise, where you're at in Massachusetts. Can you believe 619? Jeez. There's certain places, I think I told you guys, there's certain places up in LA, and this was few weeks back, $9. 9. I mean, you put $20 in, you got 2 gallons of gas. Well, 18. I mean, close to. I mean, it's ridiculous. You have no idea you're always in your room. I do have better times after having MS 10 years. I do have better times after having MS 10 years. I have fewer good days. Are you saying that you're starting to get more bad days, Val, than good days? There's just so much, you guys, going on. You know, it was nice here today. I couldn't believe it because yesterday was so hot. And today was so nice. It was like, okay, this is crazy how it can be so hot one day. And then the very next day, it was really nice. I was so shocked. Yeah, I did, Elman. And the girl asked me if I talked to the general manager. And I said I didn't know there were general managers in the restaurant. I just asked for the manager because that's all I knew there was. And she said, yeah, there is. And I said, well, okay, because I called corporate. This is one of the girls at corporate. And I said, I want to talk to somebody that's going to give me some satisfaction in this situation that I want to tell them about. And she said, oh, okay. She said, and she took down all my information. And she said, you'll hear from them between 24 and 48 hours. Good grief. No, but most days are a battle. Oh, no. I'm sorry to hear that. So it hasn't gotten worse. But it's a battle. Oh, what a drag. Have you had your infusion yet? I remember when you had that one infusion here when you still lived here. What was that like? Was that like 2 years ago? That the one where you were doing the pump and all that yourself? Your son had to move out of the city to buy a house because in Toronto houses are so expensive, but he has to work in the city, has big gas guzzling truck. Ugh. That's the thing. If you have a big car that takes a lot of gas, oh my Lord. It's been like this for about 3 years. I just keep going. Oh. Hi, Peggy. How are you? Peggy's here, Val. Remember when I used to go on late a few years back and Peggy always would come in, and Debbie Campbell? And Gloria, she should be here, Crafting with the Heart. Maybe. Hi, Lisa Halls. How are you? Thanks for popping in. So are you seeing more with your eyes, Val? Are you having more trouble with your eyes? And what about your walking? Are you still, I mean, is your gait still okay and you're able to walk without, a cane or anything like that, right? Your mom has MS, LMN? So Peggy, how are you doing? Did you have a good Mother's Day? Did you have a good Mother's Day, Val? Everybody that I haven't talked to, did y'all have a good? I know it was a couple weeks ago, but you had a cold front come through tonight? Oh, I love a cold front. I After 15 years, it's bad or worse days. Aurora, do you have MS, Aurora? Mike, what the heck? How'd I miss you? Hope everyone had a great day. Just listening tonight, you get a break. Okay, Mike. Yeah, because I didn't see you there. I thought, oh, Mike's here. I thought you might be sleeping. Hope you had a good day, Mike. Hi, Kim D. It's 56 degrees there. Okay. The steroids I did for a big flare in 2019. I don't want to do the treatments. They weren't helping and have many side effects. Oh, they weren't helping? Because remember you did a video on how to put in your line and all that? I remember that. So what you're saying is you had more side effects than positive stuff from it. Oh, I don't know, Kathy. It's okay, Mike. Your husband is snoring up a storm. So I'm in the guest room. Couldn't get back to sleep. So here I am. Well, sorry you didn't get to sleep, but at least you got to come in here. Yeah, I did, Mike. And I'm waiting to hear. I called corporate today and I'm waiting to hear from them. They said 24 to 48 hours. Someone will get back to me. You'd think I was calling the White House or something. Heaven forbid. Yeah, I'm very curious to see what they say, Mike. Oh, well, long story short, we had a terrible waitress. I mean, when I say terrible, I mean terrible. And she set the whole tone. And it's hard for all the kids to get together. And so all of them, Jason wanted, to take me out, and all the kids got together for a belated Mother's Day because I didn't see him on Mother's Day. I saw Daisha, but not the boys. So we went there and she was awful. I mean, she never made eye contact with us. She'd always look like to the wall. It was weird. And she never smiled, never even, how they introduce themselves. Hi, my name's da da da, didn't do that. And we didn't have enough place settings. She brought us plastic forks. We were eating in the restaurant, mind you. And it took her forever to bring things in, and ask if we wanted refills of water or anything. And she would put down the plates, like not slam them down, but not put them down. You know how waitresses put them down regular. It was almost, she just had this, I can't describe it. I mean, she was just a real jerk, and I'm being nice. And I mean, I have never had a waitress like that ever. Well, anyway, it set the whole tone for everybody. Everyone was almost afraid to ask her to bring anything, and it just made it very uncomfortable. And so then when I got home, the more I started thinking about it, the madder I got. And then my daughter called and said, Mom, man, she was something else. And Daisha is never one to say anything bad about people. She always tries to find the good. And when she said, I thought, okay, it's not just me. And then my granddaughter, she even, noticed it, and my daughter-in-law. So that's what happened. And so then I called the manager, and he was very understanding. But I told him, I said, I'm going to call corporate because I kind of know how stuff like that works when you call the actual manager of a store, because they all work together. You know what I mean? He may say something to her, but yeah, it's probably as far as it would go. And Jason spent a lot of money there, a lot, yesterday. So anyway, I'm waiting to hear from them. Plastic fork. Can you believe that? When I saw that, that was like, okay, that's it. Oh my gosh, Val, you don't. Yes, I do like, well, I don't, probably won't go there anymore. And that's the other thing. We have spent a lot of money through the years there, a lot. That reminds me of a place we went to a few months ago. The waitress dropped our tray of food and freaked out. Wow. I've never had that problem with a waitress like that ever. I mean, this was really something. Really, Val? Well, I'm sure I won't go there anymore, but oh yeah. I mean, I want to get some kind of for Jason, you know. It made me feel so bad for him. Oh yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have Mike, I wouldn't, I mean, if she, you know, if she was just decent, you know, and really didn't want to talk, that's no big deal, you know. But I mean, it was just the aura of her. You know what I mean? It was just so, like I said last night, it was like we were putting her out, you know. Chick, it's your job. I mean, get over your sweet self, you know? You did, Element? No, I don't. Do you, Val? Does that help you sleep? I have a fan on every night. Well, actually, every day of the year, I sleep with a fan. No, I have a ton of things. I use infusions every 4 weeks to bring down my white blood cells. My own body attacks me. Autoimmune disorder. I have severe bone loss. Painful. It attacks my organs. Oh my heavens, I'm sorry. Chilies, you had a bad experience too, Element, huh? Ugh. Mike, do you sleep with anything to help you? I mean, I have to have white noise. I have to. Well, you know what bothered me the most, Mike, was about the situation is, like I said, it's very hard for all of us to get together at one time. You know what I mean? Because, you know, they all have their own lives doing their own thing and all that. And he had planned and he had asked me, you know, he had given me all kinds of names and places to go and everything. And and Val's going, well, why'd you pick that place? Well, because I used to like them. And so, you know, and it was less expensive than the places he was wanting to take us. And so that, and then I'm all about, like I told you, I'm all about the memories. I mean, my best time is when I'm with my kids, and especially since Tanya died, it's like you just really want and take in all that time with it. You know what I mean? The time that we're together, you know, you just want to take it in and have a good time and all that. Well, she made it so uncomfortable I'm not joking. I mean, it was awful. And that's what irritated me so bad is she took my memories and they weren't good ones because it was just tension filled with her. It was, and like I said, a lot of my family members felt it. And that's what ticked me off. It was more than the food. It was, for me personally, how I felt about it. That's what I have, Denise, my floor fan. Oh, yeah, that's exactly it. I just want that time and cherish that time with my, that's perfectly said. That's exactly what I want. And she tainted that. I always sleep with a floor fan, even if I have to go to a hotel or something. Like the uh, next month, I'll go over to Dacia's and spend the night, so I'm there early in the morning for Everly to take her to school because London has to go in for the dentist. Remember, I told you that they're going to put him out because there's no way they could drill his teeth, because of having autism and all that. So he has to go under general anesthesia. So her and Dacia and Andrew are taking him, and obviously going to stay with him. And then I'm going to get Everly ready for school, and then take her, and then pick her up, and then bring her home. Well, they have to be at the hospital at 7 in the morning. So instead of getting up like at 4:30 or whatever and still being dark out and driving over there and not being able to find a parking spot and then have to park all the way up the street, which I don't want to be doing that late, I mean early in the morning, but still dark because, the critters and stuff. It's not my cup of tea. But anyway, so I told Daisha, I said, I'll just spend the night. Why did I get into all this? All, all I wanted to say was, I will take my little fan and use it in the room because so I can sleep. I don't know why I always have to give you the whole reason. You're going, I really don't care. Okay, you want to sleep with the fan at your daughter's. That's all you had to say. I always go into so much explanation. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. And I really am one that really doesn't cry a whole lot. I mean, I cry, but not a whole lot. But when I was talking to that manager last night, I tried so hard not to, and for some reason, I started to cry a little bit. And I tried to stop real quick, but I mean, because again, it was right just a couple hours after the situation, and I was so ticked. But he was so nice. I mean, he really was very, very nice. But yeah, it was ticks me off every time I think about it actually. But oh, just the little oscillating that you put on the floor, the little ones, the round ones, or the box fans. And in the summer, that sucker is right on me. I mean, I have that thing turned right on me. And I'm not kidding. All summer. Oh, thanks, Mike. I don't know why I always go into all the explanation though, because some people don't, you know what I mean? It's like, get on with it. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Oh, but what color is the bedspread? You mean over at my daughter's? Oh my gosh. Too funny. So, Val, have you been going shopping since you haven't been feeling good doing the shop with me? And you're coming out here for the wedding, right? Oh, thanks, Denise. Hi, Clint's Jewelry Place Crafting. Oh, that's good, Val. You have everything, the ceiling fan and everything on there. I wonder where Nicole is. I bet you she's out there fishing. Boy, kudos to her. I can't believe she stays out all night and fishes. I would be scared to death. So you make jewelry? Clint's Jewelry Piece Crafting? You were helping flood victims, and I got stuck after with like 25 fans after and supplies that need to donate. That's in storage, reminds me. Oh, wow. Well, get one of those fans, Mike, and bring it home because it may help you sleep, and I'm not kidding. Oh, you go fishing in Minecraft? Well, that's cool that you make jewelry. Oh, was she on her channel? I think that would be interesting to watch her fish at night, huh? I can't remember. Did she say she sits down? I'm just trying to envision it. Oh, you have 6. You have 6 in the house. Do you use them at night to sleep, Mike? Well, Kim D, now you go night fishing too? And LMN? Oh, for corn's sake. Well, look at you little fisher women. Look at all you. Mike, do you see that? You'd be fishing with all these women. Oh, not anymore? You're fishing right now. Val, what are you? You're fishing right now. She's so crazy. I wonder if she is out there. But so you guys, you do night fishing? Huh. You learn something new every day. Oh, there was real bad fires in Laguna Niguel, Val. Bad. A lot of homes were destroyed. You like air circular? Me too. But the fact you don't have them all on at one time. You went to the grocery store yesterday and all the flour was gone. There you go. That's what I'm talking about, LMN. When I walk through the aisle with the flour and the sugar and all that, flour is almost always gone. I was lucky to find brown sugar for my coffee. Pasta, forget about it. Very picked over. Very hardly anything on the shelves. Yogurts, cottage cheeses, baby food, because I get chicken for my dogs, to put just a little bit of chicken on top of their food. It's crazy. I like fishing off the dock at night. My dog, a blanket, and sunflower seeds. Very quiet. Catch some great fish. She takes it. I don't think Joel's a dog. I can't say it because I don't know if it's a person or a dog. But she took Joel, And but what did she take that reminded me of what you just said? The dog, the blanket. California scares you, Aurora? You'd rather be in New York at the moment? Yeah, California's getting kind of scary. Yes, my father-in-law used to go to that church because it's right outside the gate of Laguna Woods. For all of you that don't know, you heard about the shooting at the church in Laguna Woods by chance? Well, there's a senior citizens home. I mean, not convalescent home. I mean, they're homes. You know what I'm saying? For senior citizens. Well, my father-in-law used to live there before he went to Texas, and they used to go to that church where the shooting was. I still don't understand what happened. I haven't heard anymore why the person did what they did, because I think there were a couple people killed, but I'm not sure. Oh yeah, the fires and the earthquakes. Oh, I know. I got a older fishing boat. Always use an older pontoon, but to have the motor rebuilt for that one. Oh, cool. Yeah, right across from Aldi's. Yep. Okay, I get, because I didn't know, because people name their dogs, so I didn't want to, insult the person if it was a person and not an animal. But yeah, can you believe that? I haven't heard any more about it. You had thunderstorm, tornado. These people caught on camera driving down the road. Wait, we had thunderstorms last night. A tornado touched down in, is that New Hampshire? The people caught it on camera driving down the road. Wow. And then the baby formula, that's another one. That would be so scary. Really scary. What's the deal with all the guys escaping from jail? What? I didn't hear about that either. The Texas guy is scary. LMN Mike, that guy is with the Mexican mob. Oh, holy moly. Sunflower seeds are a must when camping. So the guy with the Mexican mob got out of prison. I didn't hear about that. What's everyone doing tomorrow? I don't even know what time it is. Is it what, about 11? Well, I'm saying 11 here, California. Probably is about 11 or 11. I don't know. I can't see the time on my phone, but I'm surmising it's about maybe, I'm going to say it's about 11:15. He escaped. He escaped. It was crazy. Huh. Wow. I wonder if the wardens just turned their back and let him go. No, you wouldn't want to cross. You wouldn't want to cross one of them. I wouldn't either. It's 2:30 Mass. Okay, so it's 11:30 here. I watched Secret Window today. Remember we were talking about the different movies Johnny made? That was a good movie. I remember it was, and I hadn't seen it in years and years. It was good. Oh, my phone's getting really hot. Do your phones get really hot sometimes? I wonder why it's getting so hot. You should watch it, Denise. It's on Tubi. Remember I told you about that free channel? Well, whatever you want to call it. And it's called Tubi, Tubi. It has got such good movies. And it also, you can watch CBS or ABC or, different stations like that through it as well. And it's free. You don't have to pay for it. It's not like Hulu or any of those. Speaking of California, I flew from Miami to Houston a few weeks ago, and Nancy Pelosi was on my flight. Huh. My Samsung would get very hot. Yeah, I don't know why it's getting hot like this. And your internet right now is acting up? What do you, like how? Yeah, it's not going to end well for sure if they find him. Do you want to get a dog, Mike? I bet you that would be nice. Yeah, it was. At first I thought, oh, I can't take her. I cannot take her. And then I thought, okay, I'm going to try it again. And I'm glad I did because I was happy to see how his lawyer did. I think she did a great job. Oh, you have to, are you going to wait until you're settled into the place you're going to be in for a while, Mike? Are you going back to Omaha or are you going to stay in South Dakota? I think you're just working there right now, right? Or would you like to set roots there? Yeah, she was. She was very good. Very good. And she kept very poised through the whole thing, but she just wouldn't let up. Hi, Dina Elizabeth. Oh, you going to sleep, Dina? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for popping in. I think probably today, watching what I watched tonight, I would have to say is probably one of the best days I've seen yet as far as the hearing. Oh, if you have a lot of apps open, and I'm sure I do. I'm sure I do. I'll have to, when I get off, close some of them. I think so too, Aurora. Because once she's done, then who has to go up or what has to happen after his lawyers are up with her, then what is it? I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, Mike. You might be better off where you're at. Oh, her witnesses still have to come up? Oh, this is going to be fun. Yeah, because Johnny's already did. And then it goes, and then they have to go in, the jury has to go in for deliberations for that. Kim, you're from North Dakota, but you live in Idaho now? South Dakota and North Dakota look really pretty. Wyoming. Oh, yo, oh, that's right. Then the rebuttal. Idaho's gotten expensive. I know, Kim. Everyone hates us that moved to different states. But we want to get out. The good ones want to leave. Well, now, John, hasn't he been cross-examined and all that already? Why does he have to go back up? As you can tell, I don't watch a lot of court TV. Oh, they do, Mike? Today's the only day that I said something on there. I normally don't ever say anything. I just listen. But today I just said something. Oh, the rebuttal has to go back up. Have you oh, you did watch it then, right, Mike, today? I don't know, Val. I haven't heard anything about him right now. I don't know if it's just laying low because of the Depp trial. I don't know. I mean, I know he's going to serve time. That's for darn sure. What do you guys think? How long do you think he'll be in for? 20? If he lives in there? Which you know how they feel about that situation that he was in, the prisoners there. They'll probably have to keep him in solitary. The cousin called the wife out on Instagram. Josh's cousin called her out? People here with California plates put this is a rental on their car because they know that natives are mad. Well, I don't think they've had the trial yet for Josh Duggar, have they? I don't think they have. Oh. Gotcha. The cousin called her out because she's standing by him. Oh, is that what they'll do, Aurora? Kind of keep them all together. Um, yeah, I don't know why. I mean, because especially when it came out of what he did, I mean, I don't know exactly what he did to his sisters, but whatever. But then she continued to have a couple more kids, and I'm thinking, I think I'd rethink that one. But I don't know. Who knows? I mean, I think she's got 7 kids from him at this point. Yeah, I think she is a little cray cray. And he had an affair with Ashley Madison. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Man, I don't know how she's going to make ends meet because, I mean, she's not going to have any income from him, heaven knows. Justin's here? I don't see him. Yep, we're going to have to see that, what's going on with that trial when it starts. I think that they're asking at least 20 years, aren't they? If I remember right, or longer. The older girls seem to be doing good. The ones that got married and got away from, you know, one of them, her husband, well, actually, both their husbands, I can never remember their names. I think it's Ginger and, huh, I don't remember the other one. Anyway, 2 of their husbands just graduated from college. I mean, their masters. One is a lawyer now, and I can't remember what Ginger's husband. They live in LA right here, and I don't know why they want to live there, but um, and the other, I think, I want to say, do they live in Idaho or Oklahoma? Something like that. No, not Oklahoma, because that's where they lived as kids. Um, shoot, I don't know. I can't remember. Mike. Kim, I never met anyone on YouTube that was from the Dakotas. Small world. Yes, you're right. I'm 96 years old. Mike. His husband got his doctor. Oh, okay. He got his doctorate of divinity from Mass. Okay. But they both seem to be doing good. And then Jess, I do watch her on YouTube, the one that lives by her parents, still the one that has 4 kids now. The pretty one with the long hair. Oh, I think Ginger's kind of cute too. Well, they're all kind of cute. I mean, but the boys, I think that they're I hope that the rest of them are sweet. They seem to be, but you never know. And what about, we cannot forget about you know who, Sister Wives. And Christine, she's doing good. She's looking really good. She's on this health thing with Janelle, and they're real close now. They're doing podcasts together because of the stuff they're selling. You know, that drink that Janelle and her daughter were selling. And now I heard this. I don't know if it's true that Robin is selling the house for I think it's over $1 million, I think, to help pay some of the bills. How much you want to bet he gets another wife? Because really, for all intents and purposes, Robin's the only one now because he doesn't have anything to do with Mary. Where is Letitia going on trial? When is Letitia going on trial? It can't be soon enough. Letitia. He's gonna get a younger wife. Oh, yeah, I bet he will, Denise. He is a dork. The way he flips that hair around. I wonder what their life is like together, him and Robin. If you were a fly on the wall, I mean, it was very obvious that she was the only one that he really, truly seemed to have any kind of feelings for. And I don't blame Christine for wanting to leave, you know? I really don't. And I don't know how much Janelle is going to stick around there. I can't either, Denise. Val, remember, we should be multiplied, not divided. Yeah, give me a break. Oh, you did, Mike? You watched 10 minutes of it and then you got your updates. Yeah, I wasn't going to watch it. When I first saw it this morning, I thought, oh, I can't take it. I just can't. Then I thought, well, all right, I'll give it another shot. Then I was glad I did because I did like, not for her, but I loved the way that lawyer was. Gloria must have not, she must have fallen asleep. She usually pops in. Are you there, Gloria? Oh, Gloria. He does seem immature. You know, I bet you he's a real SOB though, because when they were doing that interview, you know how they have that thing at the end, the tell all. When that uh, I can't remember her name, the interviewer anyway, when she said, you know, but you did abandon Christine. Do you remember how mad he got at her? And I remember looking at him thinking, you know what? I bet you are something else behind closed doors to them. I bet you are mean. Because I think he showed his true colors for a minute, and then he probably thought, oh crap, you know, wind it back, dude. And remember, he said, don't say another word about her, or something to that effect, talking about Christine. Yeah, he always blames everything on the wives. But then Mary will probably end up, I was reading something where she is more and more at that house that her mom turned into a bed and breakfast. So she might end up there more. And then Christine she seems extremely happy. She really does. And I'm happy for that. And Janelle, I know that she got rid of the place she was living in by there, and then she was living in an RV, but then she got out of that, and now she's in, I don't know if she's in a house or an apartment, I don't know. But he never goes and sees any of those kids except the kids that he has with Robin in that house. And there's a lot of resentment from his sons. Her trial delayed because she changed her plea to not guilty by reason of insanity. June 9th is Letitia Stock's next court appearance. Except for Robin, the other wives are very self-sufficient. Oh, I know. They do, all of them. And they help bring in money, and now he's got to rely. I heard somewhere that he had a job, but I can't remember where it was. Because they bought that land, but I just don't see. Well, I don't know. Maybe Mary will build on there. I don't know. Justin. Justin, you are always so off the wall. Davida, it still doesn't change the fact that it's past your bedtime. Oh, Justin. Davida, I wasn't to come visit you someday. Mike, do you know anyone with the last name? Oh, I hate Kim and Mike found that they lived, I think, pretty close to one another. That's cool. My dad worked for a medical company, Universal Hospital Services. How you doing, Justin? I don't know why I bothered to ask, because I know you're just going to say a joke. You're probably watching, right now it's baseball. Baseball just started, though, didn't it? Doesn't baseball start in April? Well, I think they're still training in April. I don't remember. I just know that the World Series is always around when kids are getting out of school, if I remember right, because then fall comes and that's when football starts. No, Cody's boys do not seem to have any respect for their father. I don't think they do. It just doesn't seem like he's in any of those kids' lives that much, you know? Just an element. Hey, silly you. Jeez. Yep. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Well, what are you going to do tomorrow? What's up for tomorrow? I got to clean out my linen closet, get rid of some stuff. I told you I gave my granddaughter, remember I told you when I cleaned out my closet, I was giving her a bunch of clothes? My son goes, Mom, it looks like you're bringing out a body in these bags. The way they're so heavy and you're lifting them. He goes, I hope there's no cameras watching. I said, save it, Jeremy. They're just clothes. But now I got to clean out the linen closet. You had a lot of people in your family die, Mike, recently? I don't know anyone hardly in this town besides relatives. Now they are passed. 3 aunts and uncles last month. 2 in town. Oh my heavens. Mike, do you have brothers and sisters? I can't remember. And I don't think, speaking of Cody, I don't think, okay, it's the daughter of him and Christine's, the one that married the guy, the Hispanic guy, remember? And Cody was having a fit how many people were going to eat tacos. You remember that? You remember that one? Apparently, and again, who knows if it's true? I almost hate saying it because you don't know if it's true, but that he doesn't care for Cody too much. And if you notice, they weren't on the show in the last season. And I wonder if they're really going to try to even have a show. Guess who's going to be back on? Probably half of you probably don't watch, or I almost hate to admit I do. But what the heck, I'll tell you anyway. Mama June. Mama June is going to be back on. And she's got a new boyfriend. Oh my gosh, that woman. You know, I watch it more for the shock factor, to be perfectly honest, at some of the stuff that goes on in her life. And the one that was married to her ex, remember that little guy? Oh, I don't know how anyone, anyway, they got divorced and now he's with someone new. And I think Alana, she's going to be a senior this year. Sugar Bear. Oh, Lord have mercy. I don't know, but he gets the women. It's beyond me, but know how your mind works, but you are always so off the wall. Davida, I think everyone wants to know if you are dressed right now. Yes, I am. Thank you very much, Mike. I mean, Mike, Justin. Oh my gosh. Oh my heavens. Never know what's going to come out of your mouth. Doesn't Pumpkin have custody of? Yes, she does. Well, temporary custody, I guess. I don't know if they went back to court and she got permanent. I don't know. But, and I heard that she might be pregnant with twins. I am guilty of lurking, Mama June. It makes me feel better about my own life. I think sometimes maybe that's why I do too. I can't help it. You just have to see, is this really going to happen? What is happening with them now? I mean, Pumpkin's becoming, I have respect for Pumpkin. I really do. I mean, in the early years, it was like, oh boy, oh Lord, help them all. But Pumpkin has really stepped up to the plate, I have to say. And she's tried, I think, her best to do right by her sister, which you got to give her kudos for that. A young girl with a family, and she takes in her sister, and then her other sister's there now. Well, Sugar Bear must have something, because I'm telling you, I just can't even. Ugh. Oh, Justin, you're something else. Yeah, right, Kim? Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, I am I think it's coming back on pretty soon. Like, because it always comes on Friday nights. And 90 Day Fiance. Oh, for corn's sake. Those those two sisters, oh shoot, what are their names? The blondes, Stacy and Darcy. Have you seen them lately? Anyone that ever watched that? Holy moly. I have nothing against plastic surgery if someone needs something done, like if you want your eyelids done or something like that, like I do. Um, but you would not recognize them. You would not recognize. They do not even look the same, but they both went in for surgery so they could still resemble one another. So they resemble one another, but they don't look anything like they used to look. I think that would be scary to do so much plastic surgery to where when you look in the mirror, you don't even look the same. I think that would be, I mean, because what if you didn't like the way you looked when they got done with you? You can't go back. I don't know. I just think it's scary. Mike saw pumpkin. He wants pumpkin with whipped cream. She really has tried, Denise. And for that matter, even her husband. Mike just takes the heat off you. Oh, Mike, did you see him, Element? Isn't it nuts? I looked at them and I thought, oh my Lord, what did they do to themselves? Oh my gosh, yes, Khloe Kardashian looks a lot different. Just, oh yeah, I used to watch that too. I love it. Married at First Sight. Like Justin explains everything. You're a good friend. LOL. I'm here to make Mike look like an ordinary person. um, but yeah, that's just nuts. But 90 Day Fiance, that one, I watch that off and on. But yeah, that's just crazy. Crazy town. And not only that, but I mean, when you're put out that much, because they've had a lot of work through the years, I'd be afraid of being put out so much. You don't like Tell the Bride. What's that? I never seen that show, Married at First Sight. Oh yeah, you should see it. They literally meet and they get married. It's crazy. Did any of them stay together ever? I don't remember. Oh, are you talking about I don't think that's on anymore. Or if it is, I haven't seen it. Um where the brides uh oh, go and get their gowns and all that. Bridezilla? Was it Bridezilla? Oh, I didn't see that element. I don't remember that one. Have any of you watched Ozark? I stopped. I liked it and I just stopped. I don't know why. So I have to get back to seeing because I think they had the finale, if I'm not mistaken. I like this show. So I don't think I've heard of it where the guys do the wedding. I used to like to watch The Cake Boss making his cakes. Trying to think other reality shows that aren't on anymore. I used to love Mob Wives. Oh my gosh. I used to watch that all the time with Big Ange and all them. I wonder what happened to all of them. I know Big Ange died, but to the other girls. Davida, I'm going to test your memory. Oh, that's scary, Mike. What was the show that I told you to watch sometime? Hint, the title deals with sports, maybe. I have my four to watch, you told me. Taco, taco and cucumber. I know. It's a great friend. Matt has 16 acres up for sale along with the family house. Geez, the father had bowling machine. Yeah, I remember that. Geez, the father had a bowling machine go through his finger. Yeah. Okay, the show that you told me to watch. Wait. Oh, shoot. Was it scary? Give me a couple hints. Was it scary? Mike, I can't remember. Yeah, Big Ange. That was sad. Oh, The Game. Yes, I am going to have to watch that. I am. I've got so many shows I need to watch. So many shows, such little time. I can't remember. I know. Oh, and I used to watch Growing Up Gotti. Remember Her Boys and Her? I used to watch that. But I really did like Mob Wives. And now I can't remember the names of the other ones. The one was it Renee Graziano? Her dad, the one that was in prison, and then shoot, what was the one's name? And Sammy the Bull was her dad, but I can't remember her name. And then the redhead, and then the dark-headed one, the real pretty one, where the husband, well, both of the husbands were in prison. They all were in prison at one time. But shoot, I wish I could remember their names, because I would want to pull them up and see how they're doing now, what they're doing. See if they're still married to the same guys. I don't think Gotti will ever get married again. Or is she still married? No, I don't think she is still married, because her husband was in prison too. I don't know if he's still in prison. I don't think so. I think he was getting out. But you know, she left that house because it showed it on YouTube, and no one has ever gone in again. And the pool is, oh, you should see it. It's so sad. The pool, there's grass growing in it, and it's, oh, it's like they just walked away and no one's touched it. It was a thriller with a twist. Yeah, I'm going to have to watch that, Mike. Gives Mike a big bear hug in front of everyone, but makes but makes it clear I'm just a friend. Oh, God. Now all I see is, all I watch, I should say, as far as the wives, is Jersey. I watch Jersey Housewives. Drita, yes. And what was, okay, remember her and Drita? The one I'm thinking of was real pretty. She had the black hair, not Renee, but and she waited for her husband to come out of prison, and then they ended up getting a divorce. Gosh, what was her name? To me, she's the one that had it the most together mentally. And I can't remember. I know Drita had that shop, but I can't remember what the other one that I'm thinking of, what she did for a living. I'm going to have to look her up now. The Game. Yep, I'll have to watch that. Who was in that again, Mike? In The Game? Amber was in it? Kim? Drita's girls must be teenage. Well, I know the one was a teenager in the show, but the little one, heck, she must be at least, what, 13? Bet you Val fell asleep. Bless her heart, she can't stay awake. She's too tired. Karen. Karen? What was Sammy the Bull's daughter's name? Remember she lived in Arizona? Oh my gosh, I got to ask Kubi about that. I wonder if she lived by Kubi. Remember? They moved to Arizona. They left. They were in Jersey, right? Weren't all those girls in Jersey, Kim? I think they were. I'm so. Oh, I like him. Is it Sam Elliott? Justin, the silly California chick. Carla, that's it. Oh, thank goodness. Do you remember their last names? That's okay. I don't need them. All I have to do is put in Mob Wives and put their names. I'm just curious as to what they're doing now. I wish they would have come back with the show. Or even a reunion. But then again, maybe things, I hope not, but maybe things went awry and they're in prison. I don't know. Drita, Karen, Carla, Big Ange. Maybe that was it. Because it was the four of them, basically. Karen Gravano, that's right. Because Michael Franzese, he now lives not too far from where I am, and he opened up a pizza place. And it is amazing that he is alive. But he was real big in the mob back in New York. Well, I don't know if he was in New York or if he was in, I think it was New York. Karen has a place in Jersey. Because remember at one point she moved to Arizona with her daughter. Yeah, Mafia Pizza Place. Oh, Michael Douglas and Sean Penn. Okay. I will watch that. I might watch it tonight. Your grandfather turned 100 years old 2 months ago in March. Is that true, Justin? Well, I'm going to say happy birthday to him. Well, what I mean is, tell him I said happy birthday. Yep, he owns a pizza place here. Well, that's not all he does. I mean, he's on YouTube. But, and his son and I think a couple of his daughters run it. My father-in-law will be 100 in January. Can you believe that? And he still wants girlfriends. I'll never forget when he still lived here in Laguna. Now he lives in Texas, but at 90, well, like 96 years old, he would walk down on the beach, right? And he has outlived 3 wives. And so he was over at my son's house one day and we were talking, and he said, you know, he said, a couple of them come up and talk to me. He said, but they're so old. I said, newsflash. I call him Gramps. I don't call him Dad. I go, newsflash, Gramps. You think they're old? Have you forgotten how old you are? How in the world can they be too old? I can't believe. What do you want, a 20-year-old? Oh my gosh. I couldn't believe it, but they're so old. And here he was at the time, 96. But he has a girlfriend in the little home that he's living in. It's like assisted living. It's not a convalescent hospital, but it's assisted, you know, where they all have their own little apartments, but where they come every 2 hours. Yep, he met her at the dinner table. Can't believe him. Sharp as a tack. Hearing's not good, but sharp as a tack. Your grandmother lived to be 101, Denise? Your aunt lived to be 108, Mike? Wow. Well, maybe I won't kick it then in 15 years, because right now I feel like I have a death sentence. I'm pretty sure Gravano lived in Scottsdale. Okay, yeah, I knew I guess maybe she's back in Jersey, but I know one of them lived. I'm going to ask Kubi if she knew about them. I had a great aunt that lived to be 104. Wow. Yes, he just moved into an assisted living place, but he keeps saying he plans on getting out. Like he's breaking out. How cute. Well, no, but you really do think that, you know, when you get to a certain age, it's like, crap, I'm not even middle-aged. That's a drag. And then you think, how the heck did I get here? Where was I when all this happened? Oh, Lord, is that a coyote out there? Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh, scared the crap out of me today. I'm outside. And remember I told you about the hawks? Well, the hawks are coming around a lot more lately. Not kidding. And all of a sudden, I see 4 of them, and they're just circling around my backyard, and then they would go over to the canyon, because the canyon's, I mean, right down the slope from me, to the canyon, and then they would go up over a little bit further, but then they'd come back. And one day I saw one of them. They were on a neighbor's roof, and all of a sudden, I mean, and the wingspan, no joke, was 6 feet across, easy, huge. All of a sudden, I see this hawk just, I mean, I could not believe how fast, from a sitting position on the roof, I mean, and went, and you knew he went nose down. He was going to get its prey, right? So today when I saw all of them, because, you know, of Polly and Angie, it scares me, you know, and I just can't let them sunbathe, because, you know, Chihuahuas love to sunbathe because they are true to their heritage. You know, they were Aztec and they used to live in the heat. Anyway, so loved being that hot sun. And they're both very light colored, you know, so they're easy to see for these hawks. And I keep thinking, I wonder if these hawks know where these little dogs are, and they keep circling around. Who knows how smart they are? I don't know. And so I was reading up, and they said they do have hawks, and they're called stealth hawks. And that what it means is it explained how fast they can go from, sitting to going to get their prey. And I thought, yep, sure as heck, that's what I saw that day. And then there's another name for them. I can't remember what it was now, but what was it? It was stealth and well, it's where the like three or four stay together and they kind of work together, kind of like how the orcas do, when they're getting theirs, how they'll all kind of circle around their prey. Sure enough, that's what I saw today. They were just circling and circling. And it's like, I'm so scared to let my dogs even go out for a minute by themselves because I don't know why they're here so much now, you know? And they said even if they grabbed them up and couldn't hold on to them, the damage that they would do because their claws are like barbed wire, that a lot of times dogs will pass just from them picking them up and dropping them, That scares the crap out of me. I'm more scared of the hawks than I am coyotes. Oh, Kim. You're that's what I'm kind of thinking too, Kim. Did someone come in and do something? Because I don't think I'm the same person anymore. I'm just sure of it. They do circle. Hi, Nicole. Were you out fishing? I was just asking about you earlier. They do circle our house too. Never seen anything like it. Yes. What the heck is going on? One of the oldest breeds of dogs. Amazing how small their brains are, but smart. They aren't scared of anything. No, they're not, Mike. You would think that they are Dobermans, the way they act. You know what I mean? And I'm thinking, have you checked yourself out lately? Because you're not. But I mean, they just are not afraid. You were sleeping. Well, now that's not like you. You're out there fishing. My grandfather used to own a place called Sullivan. Justin, are you serious, Justin? I never know if you're serious or not. But yeah, that really scared me when I saw that today. And they just stayed and stayed and stayed. And I'm thinking, oh, Lord. Then I think what happened, I kept watching them. And they finally went down into the canyon, the same place where that one I told you where I saw it on the roof and it took a nosedive to get it. They went down in that area, so I'm sure that they got their prey and they, just had a feast and then probably went off to perch somewhere, whatever. But they do scare me. Not for me, but for my dogs. Wow, well, that's cool, Justin. Hey, Nicole, LMN, she night fished and Kim night fishes. You still night fish, Kim? Oh, yeah. Sylvan Learning. I've heard of that a lot. Yeah. Are you sleeping, Val? Well, if she's sleeping, she's not going to answer me, is she? Oh, I wish it would storm all day too, Nicole. Did Nicole fish today? Did you do a video on it, on fishing yet? Going down there, Nicole? Hey, Nicole, is Joel a person or is, I'm being serious. I'm not trying to be funny because I thought maybe Joel was a dog, but I didn't want to say that because I didn't want to, and, hurt somebody's feelings. But you know how people name their dogs, like Sam and, you know, well, look at Angie, Bella, Polly. So I thought, I don't know, maybe she has a big dog that. But anyway, all that to say, why do I do that? Oh, I digress. All that to say, these other women are little fishermen too, and they have night. What do you have, Kim? Night baubles. Oh, okay. So he's a human. A tornado touched down in Charleston. Now, is that, I don't know anything about where tornadoes go. I really don't. Is that odd for your area for it to go down, touch down, Denise? Nicole, it's been so hot. The rain was much needed. Our plants were happy. I didn't do a video yet. And Joel is definitely a person. Okay, good. Because I thought, I don't want to say anything. But now I know, so that's cool. Oh, I don't remember the weather being like the way it is now either when I was a kid. No way. It wasn't like this. It really wasn't. Yeah, there are a lot of fishing gals in chat, huh, Mike? He loves it. We don't have a lot of tornadoes in New England. Had some. Oh, had some. That's weird. You pet sit for Hank and Walter? How cute. But that's what I mean. Do you see what I'm saying? Hank, Walter, and so I thought, is Joel a dog or is that a person? But I'm thankful it's a person so you're not alone at night fishing. Love to fish. It's very peaceful. I bet. Justin. I don't know about you. I know the weather is freaky, you guys. Lighted bobbers. See that, Nicole? Lighted bobbers. Oh, he's laughing. Sorry, Joel. Oh, y'all listen? Okay. Poor Joel. Oh, yeah, you use lighted bobbers too. That's cool. Did you catch much last night, Nicole? Because you were fishing last night, weren't you? Or was that, it was last night, wasn't it? One day just turns into the next. You know what I'm saying? You know, I just thought of something. When I was 13, 14, we used to go down to, well, kind of like, well, close to Palo Verde Peninsula, a little bit off, but anyway. But we used to get crabs, dungeon crabs, and bring them home and eat them. The littler ones. Not obviously not the king crab out there, but nevertheless. But then I always used to feel bad when we'd have to cook them. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of sad. But you can't do that anymore. There. Oh, that's the other reality show I love is Deadliest Catch. Love Deadliest Catch. One of my favorites. I'm not one for a lot of romantic movies, romantic comedies and all that. I mean, I like not Lifetime at Christmas time, okay? But as far as if I was going to go to the movies, it wouldn't be to see, romantic, whatever. On TV, I don't watch that kind of stuff, but I love like Deadliest Catch, Mob Wives, Jersey. You know what I mean? But but you know what? I don't know if there's any new ones on Deadliest Catch yet. I haven't seen anything. Oh, I love it, Denise. It's going to be 90 over the weekend. You like that though, huh, Nicole? You got a lot of bluegill. They were good sized ones too. Wow. We throw them back. Oh, we throw them back. But when we camp, we will eat what we catch. Love crab. Oh, I do too. I love the crab, the shrimp, the lobster, the oysters, all of it. I do too. Yeah, Denise has a breeze. Oh, my kids love Curb Your Enthusiasm. Every one of them loved that show. There are new ones, Denise, of Deadliest Catch. Now that, I'm telling you what, to go on those boats, oh my gosh. I mean, sometimes that ocean gets right up as, you know what I mean, just as high as almost, oh God, that would scare the crap out of me. And the one movie I do love, and you guys know this, some of you that know me, one of my very favorite is The Perfect Storm. I have watched that so many times, but I'm trying to think who my favorite is on Deadliest Catch. I like Wild Bill. I don't like the way he is to his son, but I like him. I like Sid. Well, I like them all. And I used to like Phil. That was so sad. And I hope his one son gets clean because I know that Jason would really like him to be with him. It's Jason, right? Isn't Jason the one that took over his dad's ship? I mean, boat, the Cornelia? Considering it, but there's quite a bit that goes into it. Yeah. Right, Kim. I mean, Wild Bill's a nice looking guy. I like his long hair. The times in my life I tried to fish, I almost strangled. I almost strangled myself. One might say I'm not graceful. Yeah, that's me, Denise. You should see me trying to put bait on a hook. That's a real sight. You want to laugh? That's a sight. Who's going to have a new boat, Mike? Do you watch Deadliest Catch, Mike? You're going to Alaska in July and then can go in a boat. Really? So you're going to go out and see the orcas. I just love watching Perfect Storm. Oh, me too, Kim. I love Perfect Storm. That's where I really liked Mark Wahlberg, was in The Perfect Storm. Him and Diane Ladd. Oh my gosh. Mike, yeah, I think Mike is going to get a boat, or he's working on a boat, aren't you, Mike? And then what was what was the guy's name? Remember that saw that one chick when he went into the bar before they were leaving? He goes, "I wish I could say goodnight, Irene." What did they call him in the movie? It was a nickname. I liked him. He was funny. You should get a boat, Nicole. I always on YouTube, I always watch, I told you, I watch a lot of the animal uh, channels and like the whales and all that. Well, these guys go out in these, I don't know what you call them, the long, skinny, where only one person can sit in it. What do you call them? You know what I'm talking about. And they have paddles. Well, anyway, they are out there, and this one time, and this shark, it was a great white, came up underneath and started knocking it around. I'm thinking, okay, right there I'd die. Right there, I would faint and fall into the water, and that would be the end of me. That'd be it. I would freak out so bad. Oh, thanks, Nicole. Okay, Denise. Are the pontoons are the square ones, right, Mike? Where they have seats on both sides? I'm still here, Denise. But wait, who just told me that someone was getting a new boat? Was it Kim? I can't remember who told me that, but I'm. Is there going to be a new fisherman on the show? Justin, if a shark attacked me, I would just grab the shark and cover its eyes with my hands. Justin. Denise, I'm here. I'm here. Is my screen black? Yeah, I got to watch that. And then Sid's daughter's going to be taking over his boat eventually. You know, I never realized how close they really were to Russia when they go out. Because remember, they have gotten real close to the border of Russia where they go to fish. Oh my gosh, volume was down. I didn't, you didn't even realize it. Justin, Nicole Griffith, jump on the shark and start. Justin, be nice. Don't get weird. Don't get being a weirdo. But oh my gosh, and I love Shark Week. Do you guys watch Shark Week? I love that. That'll be coming up soon. Oh, I know the other one I love is the other show. Not well, it's not really reality, but I don't know what it is. I Survived, and they talk about all the different things that they have gone through, you know, like bear attacks and shark, and I really like those too. Do you guys watch that? So then I've been on a pontoon. We have a lake out here, and one of my friends has one. So a bunch of us got together and we went out, for about 3 hours on it and had dinner and stuff. It was nice. They're nice. I like them. Oh, I know. And Nicole, do you remember that one time on I Survived? I'll never forget this one. I don't know why. I guess I do because of raccoons, you know, because raccoons are around here and stuff. And they're so cute. I mean, they're very cute, but they can also be very mean. Well, anyway, on this one where it was I Survived, this raccoon, she went out because she heard something and she went outside and was walking around, and I can't remember why she walked as far as she walked. I still don't get that. But anyway, this raccoon was, I think, by a trash can or something. It jumped on her and it wouldn't let go of her. And it was starting to rip at her and stuff. And she was screaming. And she started running and screaming, and she couldn't get it off of her. It almost killed her. It was crazy. I thought, oh my gosh, this raccoon jumped on her. Is that crazy or what? And then that other guy, he was in a little house in the woods, but tiny. I mean, like camping type situation, real tiny. And the bear got in. He couldn't get out. The bear was in with him in this little log cabin. It was a log cabin, little log cabin. And it really did damage. He finally was able to climb through the window and get out. Well, the bear got out of the door and followed him and kept at him. And there was no one around. And I'm thinking to myself, can you imagine being by yourself and that happened? Mike, that's why I've asked you if you have bears around you, because I always thought the Dakotas would have bears, you know? Oh my gosh, I would freak. I would freak. Nicole. I love Jaws too. I love that movie. I remember seeing that in the drive-in when I was pregnant with Jeremy. Can you believe that? That's how long ago. I don't think so, Justin. You wouldn't turn away. Oh, Mike. Bitty Boo. Oh, no. Oh, oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, God bless him. Oh, I'm so sorry. I will be keeping you in my prayers. And your daughter, how is your daughter doing? Oh, poor little guy. He's put up such a fight, didn't he? Biddy, did he ever get out of the hospital? Oh, that is so sad. I'm so sorry to hear that. So it just happened not too many hours ago, huh? Oh. Oh, that's so sad. What what did he have again, Dana? Oh, yeah, well, of course. Is that her only child? I can't remember. Yes, he did put up a fight. No, he never got out. Oh, bless his heart. Oh, I'm so sorry. Because I remember you talking about it and how he was a little fighter. How old was he? Like 2 months, 3 months, Dana? Oh, I feel so bad. Bless her heart. Feel so sorry for your daughter too. And you. It affects everybody. Oh, you haven't been to bed yet. Hi, Dina Elizabeth. Was he premature, Dana? Why do I think he was premature? Okay, Mike. You have a good night, okay? Get some sleep. Put those fans on so you have that white noise. He passed about 6 a.m. He had 2 open heart surgeries by the time he was a week. Oh, and his lungs never caught up. He would have been 8 months old on the 19th. Oh. Well, you know where he's at, Dana. He's running now. Oh, I know, Nicole. I have to have white noise. I have to. Okay, Dina. Yeah, I'm getting off too. I have to go to bed. But Lisa S. asked if I would go on for a little bit. So I said, sure. Justin. All right, guys. Well, you take care, and I'm going to keep you in my prayers, Dana, for sure, and your daughter and that little baby. But now you know he's in heaven, and he's whole, and he's running, and bless his heart. All right, guys, remember, the world's a better place because you're in it. Don't ever, ever forget that. There's only one you, and you bring something to this world nobody else can. Love to y'all. I'll talk to you soon. Good night.